Hi, and welcome back to The Young Wife. Today I'm going to talk about something that I think a lot of young wives or any wife needs to consider. My best friend is married to my husband's best friend. My husband and her husband really like to play this computer game called Starcraft. This interesting looking thing. Basically, when my best friend got married to her husband a couple years ago, she learned really quickly that he likes to play this game a lot. And not only that, but whenever we go on double dates together, my husband and her husband kind of sit there and do nothing but talk about StarCraft. And then on top of that, they text each other constantly, and usually the subject matter of the text messages is about this game. Well, my friend had a really hard time with it because she's like, you know, we just got married and we're busy working and going to school all the time, and when we're both home, he likes to play StarCraft, and obviously, you know, she wants to spend time with him. So we're on our honeymoon, and he's got this big, heavy gaming laptop. We're just hanging out on our honeymoon, and I thought to myself, I have two options here. I can be like most wives, and I can nag my husband and drive him crazy and just basically set up a lot of fights. Or I could do this other thing, and I thought to myself, what if I learned how to play StarCraft? What a novel idea! Now, I understand that a lot of guys don't want their wives or girlfriends, you know, participating in their activities because that's kind of just their thing. But I know my husband in particular gets really excited whenever I show interest in things that he likes, like Dragon Ball Z, Shao Ra Ishida, da 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 da. I remembered seeing like little clips of that show and thinking, wow, that looks stupid. But I decided I'd watch some of the episodes anyway and learn to like it. And I still don't like the TV show, but he does watch this parody called Team 4-Star. And I started watching that with him, and that's actually really hilarious. You can find it on YouTube, Team 4-Star, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, if you're interested. Oh, but it's really dirty. So we were on our honeymoon, and I thought to myself, we've got all this time, and I'm not going to have time when we go back home because I have to go to school. Why don't I have him teach me how to play StarCraft? So I asked him, I'm like, hey, AJ, why don't you teach me how to play your StarCraft game? He's like, excuse me? Like, yeah, well, you know, just the game you play. Why don't you teach me how to play it with you? Are you serious right now? Yes, this is not a trap. I would genuinely like to learn how to play your game. Okay, but I don't think you're gonna like it. I mean, it's really hard. I mean, not that you couldn't learn how to do it, but, you know, you know, it's our honeymoon. Are you sure? Yes, just teach me how to play. So I sit down on his lap. Ooh. And he puts his arms around me, and he turns on this game, and all of a sudden, he starts acting like this. He is so excited because his wife is sitting on his lap, asking him to talk about the thing that he loves. And I know, even though he's not saying it, inwardly he's thinking, can you imagine if she actually learned how to play this game and liked it and was good at it? And then we could like play it together and she would never be on my tail about it. What I didn't know is how incredibly complicated that game is. Like he had said it before, you know, every once in a while he'll talk about it to me. But it's really hard. This is what the game looks like. You see how messy and jumbled it is and how everything is just going crazy? That's pretty much what the entire game is like. It's like chess, only worse. Because now you don't have just the complicated like strategy stuff to it. Like you gotta like learn how to push buttons and set hotkeys and remember which side of the mouse does what, and it's really hard. And if you don't know what things are when you're looking at them, you're pretty much screwed because, I mean, there's like all this complicated backstory, but he didn't bother to go into that. Like this Kerrigan girl, she's like the queen of Blaze. A long, long time ago, kids, there was this woman who was in love with this guy, but she got separated from this guy, and these bug things came and took her away and took them to their planet, and somehow they like mated with her or did something really creepy to her DNA and she turned into a half woman, half bug thing, and she was the queen of blades and she's really scary, but she has a good heart, but not anymore because now she's a mutant. And they say that Twilight's messed up. I don't know, that's really random. It's kind of weird, but I don't think that's why he plays it. I think it's just for the strategy element of it. And you know, actually after playing it for a while, what I found is I actually kind of like the game in of itself, and on top of that, it's kind of cool to be able to sit on your husband's lap and have him teach you something that he's excited about. And I noticed that he really appreciated me making an effort to do something that was important to him. So anyway, girls, what I'm suggesting is not necessarily that you learn to play Starcraft, but what does your husband like to do? Is it fishing? Is it Starcraft? I hate fishing, by the way. Or is it watching sports? You know, maybe if you at least make the effort to learn a little bit about what it is, you'll have a little more respect for it. Girls get very indignant because, oh, it's a video game. That's such like a little kid thing, you know, and it really makes guys feel disrespected. And you know, I'm not saying that there aren't tons of guys out there who play video games way too much. I'm just saying that you know, after learning how to play that game and figuring out a little bit, I have a little more respect for how much goes into it, and I can appreciate why he enjoys it so much. On top of that, I enjoy it myself, and you know what, I'm probably going to continue playing a little bit. I'm not very good at it, but I do enjoy it, and because our relationship is long distance, it's something that we can do together even when we're far apart. So anyway, keep an open mind, learn something new, and you know what, you just might find that you have a much happier partner on your hands afterwards for doing it. Anyway, so this has been Young Wife, and I'll see you next time. Bye!